How does long ball counter work in eFootball and why is this team playstyle so effective? I will first give you a breakdown with 4 topics: when attacking, when defending, after gaining possession, after losing possession. But how does the theory looks like in practice? With a very specially selected team, I'll go into the division with the long ball counter strategy. Therefore, watch this breakdown without to skip until the end. Let's go! Each team playstyle has its own player movement. The player movements are what differentiate the individual team playstyles from one another. We start with the first definition from Konami: when attacking. Players spread out to enable you to effectively use long passes to set up attacks. Even players far away from the ball holder will actively look for opportunities to rush behind the opposition's backline to create scoring opportunities. That's the official term, but on the pitch, I'll show you first in the training mode. So let's build up the game from the back, and now you can see my forwards are dashing to the front and no one is going to help me here. Here, that is a very good image. You could see how all 4 players rushed and dashed to the front, and when I stand still, you can see they are not available for the pass. They are not compact. They are not coming close to me. They are sticking there, and that's it. We move on to the next player movement: when defending. Players form a deep-sitting defensive line near the goal and defend from there. So let the opponent attack. Come. I take a forward. And you can see my defense is very passive. They are not actively dashing to the front, not going to make pressure on my opponent. And here, clearly visible, all players compact in their own box. Deep-sitting defensive line near the goal. How the definition is saying. In eFootball, there are 2 player movements that are dependent on the possession. We are starting with the first one: after gaining possession. After stealing possession deep inside your own half, your players rush forward into open spaces, enabling you to orchestrate a quick counter attack. We already seen that while we were attacking. Now I will show you after transition. After transition the game from defense to offense. Let the opponent attack, that we can gain back the possession deep in our own half, like in the definition. Here you go, Chouameni. And now all forwards are dashing to the front. My midfielder also, Philip Lam on the right side, also dash to the front, and now you can see it. The gaps are again very wide because they gain back the possession and then they are all dashing collectively to the front. As one of the fastest growing eFootball channels on YouTube, it is important to keep up the push. Give this video a like and join my channel with smashing the subscription button so that we now can talk about the second possession player movement, and therefore also the last one: after losing possession. After losing possession, players sprint back to their own half and line up in a defensive formation. How does this look like? Let's go, let's have a look. Alright, let's run to the top and lose the ball here to see the transition game. And you can see the players are instantly dashing to the back. They are not putting pressure onto the opponent. Their focus lays on running back and stay at the back, and then gain back the possession. We now know how the team behaves with the long ball counter strategy on the tactics board and the training mode. But how does this team playstyle works against real opponents? Before everything, we first need a suitable team in a suitable formation. I choose Mikel Arteta as my manager. With 88 as team playstyle proficiency, he has the highest possible value in long ball counter. The formation I use is an offensively oriented 4-2-4. Both fullbacks, Ferland Mendy and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, have the playing styles defensive fullback. In the center, I am using an extra frontman Bastoni and a destroyer Upamecano. My goalkeeper is Thibaut Courtois, but you can go for whatever you feel good with. The midfield is covered by a DMF and a CMF. As a DMF, I am using the latest match pass anchorman Aurélien Chouameni. My CMF is the GP box-to-box version N'Golo Kante, who is definitely capable of competing with the current cyborgs. And now we are moving over to the front. 4-forward system with 2 second strikers and 2 center forwards. Tsubasa Takefusa Kubo is a creative playmaker as my second striker behind the forward line. On the left hand side, I am using premium pack Neymar, and my 2 center forwards are Mbappe on the right side and Safi Salih in the center. And my bench is full of suitable players for all positions. As you noticed already, I've let my Ferraris parked in the garage. I want to show you how efficient long ball counter is even without those booster cyborgs. But what about the individual instructions? Here, I'm using defensive on my left back Ferland Mendy and defensive on my right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The next two are counter target on Safi Salih and counter target on my left second striker Neymar Sito. That's it. And now it's time. I will go into the matchmaking with this team playstyle, this formation and this team. Especially due to the division reset, we will probably get high-rated opponents. Therefore, I'm very cautious and focused. Let's start the engines, guys. Bismillah and let's boom go. 5 bars opponent. Proceed. Ooh, top 1900, former Division 1. Yeah. Let's see. And yes, guys, I'm going to activate the gamepad viewer. Here you go. Tack, tack, and move on. Rose Park Stadium, my most favorite due to the contrast of the night. And head into the game plan and let's see the forms. Looks good, especially Kante was important to me with his C form. How was the bench? Good. Oh, the Catalara A form, nice. Okay, no bad form. We take that and that is important. But how was the opponent playing? Let's see. Okay, guys. You want it, you get it. The free team versus the booster Cyborg Ferrari team. Okay, 4-2-1-3 with quick counter Xabi Alonso. So, pure meta. As always, I'm not warmed up. This is my first game, but it is how it is. I will give my best. Bismillah, let's go. Ferland Mendy is here, bro. Kante is just too good, man. Even the GP. Safi Salih, numero uno. And yeah, high pressure, high aggressive and sharp runs to the front. Especially against quick counter, this can be a big advantage. Chouameni, look at this monster. Kante always available. My players waiting at the front for the through pass as always. Defense is safe. Bastoni is here. Upamecano. That was a weak pass from me. That was not his fault. Lots of space. I just wanted to mention it, guys. Lots of space for my opponent in the box because they are passive. They are not actively putting pressure onto the opponent. And this can become a disadvantage, as it was in this case. Perfect example. That was close. It's not over. Bastoni is here. Oof. Okay, guys, focus again. Chouameni again here. Yeah, Chouameni is so good, guys. I hope you went for him in the match pass. Safi. With the stunning shot. Ay. Oh, Houston, we got a problem. Safi Salih to Kubo. Safi Salih. Oh, own goal, but it would have been a goal, so it's okay. We take that. From the distance, but Courtois is here. Especially against long-range shootings, Courtois is a good choice with his height and his long reach. Okay, we've cleaned it. We made our comeback equalizer, so it's good to go. And I can see very clearly the advantages and also the disadvantages of long ball counter, but I will talk about that after the match. Second half, here we go. With the flick, we controlled the ball. That was a very nice move. Now the time for counter attack. That pass was not good from us. And also there I made a mistake. Ooh, luckily I pulled out the goalkeeper to shorten the angles, so that helped us, and the opponent shot very early and didn't score. But before I made a mistake, positional mistake with my center back and opened up the space. I've smelled that. Neymar is free. No, Ferland Mendy.
İleriye doğru oynuyor.
We need to sub, guys.
Geri yolladı. Şuta çeviriyor.
Courtois there. Kante is there. Tough game, guys. Tough game. We need to sub.
Devam etmeyi başaramadılar. Kubo. Safesali. Top hakimiyeti dersi veriyorlar.
Safi. No, the pass was so crap. Yeah, guys.
Roberto Carlos.
Safi.
Pasını verdi. Pas başarısız.
If I'm not able to sub, guys, we have a problem.
Baskıdan kurtulmak için topu uzaklaştırıyor. Messi.
Blitzkirler.
İnanılmaz bir kurtarış.
I need to sub.
Muhteşem reaksiyon.
Clear the ball. Ooh, yeah, my players are dead, and with those players, it's not easy, guys, without stamina. So we really need to sub. Ooh, Upamecano is dying. Let's bring in Saliba. Let's bring Costa Curta. And for the front, we will bring Heung-min Son as a second striker. Let's bring De Ketelaere. Come on. As a second striker. And as a center forward, we will bring Okafor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are good to go. Let's go. Last 10 minutes, guys. Push.
Dönüp geri atmayı seçti. Heung-min Son. Çok önemli bir müdahale.
De Ketelaere, what is this pass, bro?
Bu sefer bu kadar gelebildiler. Okafor. Puyol. Ön sezilerini devreye sokuyor. İlerliyor.
De Ketelaere.
Enfes müdahale.
Nine! Guys.
Olabilir. Bir hataya bakar. Çok ortada bir maç. İzlemesi çok keyifli. İki takım da korkak oynamıyor. Şu anda sahada yüksek enerjili bir futbol oynuyor.
Okafor with the space. Okafor, can he do? He can do it, bro. Okafor, the super sub. Here you go. Okay, let's make some adjustments, guys. We are too offensive now. Ketelaere can play as an AMF. Yes, we do that. Let's deactivate counter out target, and we are good to go. How many minutes, guys? 5 minutes or something? Let's go on blue.
Evet, beklenen gol sonunda geldi. Bu ekibi yabana atmamak lazım. Mücadeleye dönüşlerini izlemek.
De Ketelaere.
keyifliydi. Tutunmayı başarabilecekler mi bakalım.
De Ketelaere, no, that would have been it, the goal. Yes, baby. Boom, Yogi. We did it in the last minutes.
Güçlü kontrataktiği
Rage quit. Habibi, that was not necessary. You played very well. And it's almost the end. But yeah. G to the G's. Let's get those points. 39 points. We take that. And before I talk about the conclusion, I just want to check the opponent's ranking. So let's have a look at his highest ranking. Top 11,700. He played good. He played better than his ranking, better than his stats. He is like a Rummenigge, playing better than his own stats. GG's to my opponent. So we had the performance test in the division. Under real-time conditions, you could watch this playstyle on the pitch. But what is my final conclusion about long ball counter? This team playstyle is one of the most used and most effective ones in eFootball. Especially the compact defense is often a big plus. But playing against opponents who are familiar with fast tiki-taka play in front of your box can harm you due to the passiveness in the defense. While attacking, the players are rushing collectively to the front. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Good, because the counter-attacks can be played in a very high pace. Bad, because once you've reached the opponent's half, closing to his box, it can become very difficult to find available teammates to play to when the defensive line is already positioned at the back. There's no more place for the players to run to the front, and they are not staying compact enough for close passes to create spaces or even goal chances. Long ball counter is a double-edged sword. Under right conditions, it is an absolute weapon. But against some specific kind of opponents and playstyles, it can cause trouble for you. Nevertheless, it is a very recommended team playstyle, and you've seen in this video why. If you want to see what is happening when I'm using the same tactics of the current first place in the division, you should not miss this video. A crazy formation with an even crazier result. Thanks for watching, Habibis. I'm going to leave you now with a nice and smooth Bam Junge!